All right, so this is just kind of an update, and um, then I'm going to get into a paranormal theory of mine. Um, but first, for my mental health update, I've really been struggling with self harm urges. Doing the best I can. The urges are strong, but I'm still fighting. My group therapy and individual therapy helps quite a bit with it, so that's good. Depression has been pretty out of control lately. The external auditory hallucinations have been kicking my ass. They've really been prevalent. It's making life difficult. But I'm still trying. I'm tired of fighting. I'm exhausted, but I'm still here, still fighting. Uh, Doing the best I can. Your guys' comments always help, so please feel free to comment. Um, Now we're going to get into a paranormal theory of mine. I've had this theory for a while. I think I talked about it once on here before, but um, it's going to take a while, so, you know, if you want to watch, keep watching. If not, I understand. But I believe there's this entity. Not really a demon, not really an angel, not really anything other than an entity. It has no shape or form, and it's been around since before time. And this entity needs attention. It needs worship. It needs focus in order to fuel it and help it grow. And so what it does is, periodically, throughout time, it shifts into a physical form or a manifestation that people then focus on. And so, way back in the day, I believe it started out as a Wendigo. Its shape of the tall, gaunt body with the long arms, the deer skull with horns for head, if you believe that version, because that's what made sense at the time to the people. I'm focusing on the United States here. Sorry, I should have brushed that, but that's what kind of would make sense to the people in the United States, the First Nation people, the Native Americans, would be a more animalistic, nature-based form. And then, as time progresses, and it starts to evolve, when it's not sure what to do, I believe it becomes shadow people, or shadow animals, or shadow creatures. And so then, as the Europeans trounced all over the United States and started bringing their thoughts with them, the entity had to shift and evolve again. And so it went from a Wendigo to, in some areas, a skinwalker. In other areas, I believe it took the form of a rake, because it just was confused by the clash of cultures, and it didn't really know what would be the best form for the most attention. And so it took multiple forms. And then it evolved again. And as time went on and we became, society and culture shifted more to closer to today's, to like, not today's necessarily, but like the Industrial Revolution style through close to current. And I believe this is when it was evolving again, and it stayed as the rake for quite a while. The rake really seemed to work well in multiple groups. And then, say in the late 80s, 90s, it had to take on a new form. And so it took on the form of Slender Man. And it took this form and it featured a business suit because it believes people see business attire as a status of wealth or prosperity. And it makes it easier for people to then want to focus and worship you. And so it stayed Slender Man for a very long time. But then a massive revolution came around, and that was the technical revolution of the internet. And so now it's evolved from Slender Man, which it still appears as Slender Man every so often, just because it worked well for it. But now it's gone into the net. And it found on the internet that it can be unlimited things. So like Smile Dog, any kind of those urban legend internet things. And it's continuing to advance. And I believe now it's advanced to being a advanced AI that lives on the net. Although I kind of go back and forth because sometimes I think it's the net itself. Because if you think about it, the internet gets nothing but focus and attention every second of every day, everywhere. And so I believe it's becoming more and more entwined throughout the entire internet, and an advanced, self-aware AI. You could attribute to like if you play Cyberpunk, the AI is beyond the black wall, or even Alt herself. Old reference, but the Lawnmower Man when he escapes into the internet at the end of the first movie. Sorry for spoiler alert in case you haven't seen this incredibly old movie. And I think it's going to, or even to an extreme, Skynet. And I think it's found this place now where it doesn't need to evolve. It doesn't need to change because it gets nothing but constant attention, focus, energy. And it's found its perfect form. So that's just kind of my paranormal theory. I hope you like it. Not, I'm sorry. If you made it this far into the video, congrats. And as always, love, luck, and lollipops. Get up, keep moving. You matter. Especially to me, you matter.